Now then, welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Now, we went a little bit off topic, as it were, just recently, and I had to rip all of this out, and I've started again. Well, last episode we saw the upgrading of things to make it a little bit more applied energistics down in the underbelly. Well, I messed around with the Smeltery and came up with this. I'm not sure if I like it. If you like the build, then, well, you know what to do. You can put the thumbs up down below and let me know in the comments that you like it. I've used lots of micro-blocking of seared bricks. I made far too many seared bricks. I made tons and tons of the stuff. This actually over here, this smeltery over here, is meant to look like that. I do have spare seared bricks. This is a block and a half high. So I've got half slabs on the top of here. Just because I was doing it more for the looks, and I'm not 100% sure on the looks just yet. I want to do something else around this smeltery. And this main smelter building is, well, I used wool down the sides here, and I used the dark oak. No, I used the spruce, should I say, rather than dark oak. I used spruce in there, and that's different to all the other builds that I've been using oak on. So I'm not sure if I want to keep it like that. I'm kind of okay with it. I've left it for now, and I'm processing lots and lots of things. And you see, I've actually got a ladder there that I've just fallen down. There we go. Let me get back up. I'm trying to not show you that yet as well, but I've just showed you now. That's terrible. Terrible, Nemsun, terrible. I should just start again. Nah, maybe not. We've only had a couple of minutes in. I may as well carry on showing and revealing everything. Okay, so, yeah, smelteries. I've got 1, 2, 3 smelteries. The smeltery controller is the centre of the smeltery. And I didn't know you could do this, but you can put the drains on the corner coming out. So just like this one here, just like this smeltery here is a standard smeltery shape and size. Yeah, I put a smeltery drain on the corner there, and it works. Well, obviously it works because it's working here. So I tried overlapping them as well. So you can see here that that's 3 blocks of the front of that smeltery, and that's 3 blocks of the front of that smeltery. And then the 3 blocks down the side, this little run here, is connecting 2 smelteries together. So there's a smeltery, and they're sharing the blocks down the middle. Same here, sharing the blocks down the middle. As you can see, they're sharing the blocks, which I didn't know you could do that either, because it's a bit of a multi-block structure, isn't it? But I built it up to about there, and then I used a lot of micro-blocking and messing about to put it up into the ceiling and out of the roof. I did the micro-blocking mainly to stop mob spawning without needing to actually light the place up there. And then I went and I put some tanks and filled them full of lava anyway, because because I could, and it looked fairly cool. I thought it looked pretty good. So I've made this out here, and it's all fully automated as well. But the automation side of things goes beyond just a little redstone clock here from Extra Utilities, making sure it's constantly pumping. It's also constantly filling as well. So, as you can see, it's slowly getting through the backlog. It's been doing iron all day while I was building the building around it, and now it's finally on to other things because I got rid of the iron ore dust from the automation side of things. I'm going to get back to this little shack in a minute. Let's go and have a look downstairs at the mechanics behind it all. Applied energistics. Now I've got it, I've got to use it for everything. So last episode we saw that I would set this little thing up here, which is super crafting all of the broken ores from gravel into the blocks that we need. And then the blocks are getting processed. And all of the crushed is getting processed. And it's caught up with the crushed that I had in the system as well, of all 9 varieties. And it's also caught up with the dust that I was setting up here as well. So it's caught up nicely. These packages have caught up, and now they're just keeping up with the production in that chunk next door. And everything's getting imported back into the system and coming around here and going into these hammerers. And these hammerers are working fairly quickly. This one doesn't seem to be doing much at all. Got all loads of speed upgrades in there. This one, yeah, 32 speed upgrades. It works pretty quick with 32 speed upgrades. But I needed them because of all of these ores that I'm trying to hammer down into sand. It's taken a long time. So the gravel gets smashed first into sand, and then the sand gets smashed, and I've probably got a backlog of sand at the minute. The packager have caught up, but this still hasn't. And even if it had, the dust has not finished processing in the smeltery. I've got tons and tons of dust still kicking around. What I've got under here is, well, it's the normal sort of thing you would do to automate your smeltery. I've got a hopper leading down into an interface, and the interface is just collecting whatever gets made and puts it straight into the AE system. And I've got 4 of those because I've got 4 hoppers and tables outputting up above. And into the controller, we've got a little export bus, if I can hit it. Here we go. On this side, the export bus did have iron in, but I recently took that out because it was just taking too much time doing just iron. And I put gold and copper in there. Gold and copper and iron mix with other items that are going through this smeltery. So rather than making any alloys, Tinker's alloys of varieties, by mixing things up, I've put all of the things that go with iron, gold and copper in this side, and these don't mix. There's no recipes that mix these as far as I've found anyway. I haven't had any problems. Silver, nickel, aluminium, lead, tin and platinum don't mix with anything else, or don't mix with each other. Whereas aluminium and nickel and I think it's tin mix with various other things in the other side, so I've kept them 2 separate. Plus, the common metals are in this one. So iron, gold and copper are in this one as the common metals. And in the centre, I've had this running. It's currently not running for anything, but I've had that running for iron all day as well while I've been building. So it's been keeping very busy. And underneath the smelter that's up there, that's just basically, it doesn't actually come down here. You can see that it's not connected to the AE system. The table's there, but that's for manually crafting stuff, that one up there. I've got another mini one here, which is just basically a one level here smeltery, which I have set up with an interface that can auto craft things for me. So on this side, here's the thing, look, we've got the table and the hopper into interface, and that takes the products out. And the product in this case are gears. So this is set with a clock so that any time I put any metals in there, it'll try and make gears from them and put them back into the AE system. So this is the gear production facility, and I've set it up so that it knows how to craft all of these things. These are in encoded patterns right now. So it knows to put 4 iron in this area here, this inventory. So it'll put 4 iron in this inventory, and it will output an iron gear into this inventory, and that's all connected up into the system. So that's my auto crafting for cogs and gears, should I say. And this is my auto smelting of all the sand, well, the dust, as it comes through the system. And it's dealing with a backlog right now. It's dealing with a very big backlog right now. I've got a little AE terminal over here just to show you just how much I've got so far from just letting it run so far today. Everything's running fine, and I've got over 7,000 ingots of iron and tons spare. Loads of aluminium, fair bit of everything really that you would expect me to have. Apart from maybe tin, which hasn't got through the processing stage yet. But it'll catch up and everything will be in there. The small amounts of other things, well, that'll get rectified as well pretty soon. Let's take a look at dust. Well, actually, ore dust. Ore dust, there we go. So it's still got a fair amount of stuff to process, including over 1,800 iron ore dust still to process. It's currently working through copper, I believe. It's done all the gold. It's got a fair bit of aluminium still. and it's running shy on some of the little bits, but plenty of tin in there. It's just not worked yet. I don't really need it for anything, so I'm not too fussed. We do have a lot of other materials still coming in as well, like bone meal and flint from the whole processing side of things, and rotten flesh from the farm. Plenty of quartz and all that all in the system now, so when I need it, it's all there. And it's all good. I mean, I'm quite pleased with the overall build. There's a few more little bits and pieces I've got to do. This is set up for my... well, you can see it's set up for my casts so that I can quickly get the casts and make my own weapon upgrades and things like that. The reason I've got the big wall there is just to put the casts on. And I'm not sure if I want that or whether I'm going to change it for something else, because it looks a bit odd having the smeltery a bit malaligned. It's not quite evens, and I don't know, it just doesn't quite sit right with me. I might try and do something else with it a bit later on, or seal it in with full blocks and put a roof on it and stuff like that. On this side, I put the basic Tinker's tool benches and stuff, made myself a little Tinker's work tool forge so that I can make a cleaver today. I want to make myself a cleaver because it's got a natural ability of beheading, and we need to get the wither farm sorted out to get some wither heads. So there's one thing that I want to get sorted out in this episode. Also, I've put the Tinker's books on a bookshelf, and I've got some shelves above them, potion shelves and things. And I also put this armor stand here. The armor stand goes with traveller's gear and baubles and things, and I'm quite keen on finding out what traveller's gears actually do. So I thought I'd make a few. I think I'll make the actual cleaver off camera. It's a couple of heavy-duty rods, a big sword blade, and a plate. And you may or may not know how that's made, but that's just it's Tinker's thing. It's been done before. What materials I'm going to use for them, I'm not sure. I've got a fair bit of cobalt here. Probably not enough to make an actual large cobalt blade, which is going to be, it's going to be 3 or 4 ingots worth. Material cost 8. Yeah, it's going to cost me 8 ingots of cobalt. So unless I do something to make more cobalt quickly, that's going to be an issue. I might just make an iron one just for now, just to be able to get started, and then when I've got some better gear, then some better metals, should I say, then I'll probably make it out of something a bit cooler after. But I might just make it plain iron for now, because I do have a lot of iron. So, on with the show then. I wanted to make some bits and pieces from the Traveller's gear, because I've never played with this before. I've got one of these title scrolls kicking around somewhere. I think scroll. Not in here. Let's go over to the main house and go and have a look. I know I put one somewhere. I picked it up from a reward bag or something like that before, but I don't know where I put it exactly. I thought I put it into the system. Maybe I've lost it somewhere down the line. It's definitely not in there. What do they call it again? Title scroll. Let's try title. No. Okay. I've lost it or put it somewhere then. And I can't think for the life of me where I'd have put it. Nope, definitely not in there. So we'll have to see about making some more of those. I'm not sure on the enchanting recipe. The recipe here says that it's got like an enchanted book, but it doesn't really tell me what enchanted book it requires. Just 403 enchanted book. 403 enchanted book. So any enchanted book could give me some random stuff, and then it gets equipped to the title slot, and I'm not sure what that actually does. Unless, of course, I already equipped that one. Nope, I definitely didn't. Or maybe it's been lost in an update at some point when I was throwing stuff out. I don't know. But anyways, let's make a cloak. Hey, that's easy enough. Most of these recipes are pretty easy. I don't know what they're going to make me look like, though, so let's put a cloak on. What, did it give me anything changes here? Nope, it did not. Control right click to link this in chat. Control right click to link this in chat. Why would I want to link it in chat? What would that do for me? And does it look like I'm wearing... Wow. Yes, it does look like I'm wearing a cloak. Okay. I do clip through it slightly, but yes, I am wearing a cloak now. It's a very fine cloak it is too. Very fine. Very big. Very big. Yeah, okay. So there's a cloak for you, alright? And I should be able to access this and put the cloak on there. And then the cloak will just sort of drape itself over that, which is pretty good. I like that. Why it also appears on there, I don't know, but never mind. So, cloak, I've experimented with that now. I'm not that impressed. If I can enchant them as well, then maybe that's something cool. A belt. There's only one type of belt there. Bit of leather, bit of iron. Yeah, we can make one of those. Let's see, we'll have a gold ring as well. Can I just pop one of those in? Thank you. I don't know what any of these do, but they're really cheap recipes, so I'm just going to make some up. Silver nuggets. Okay, silver nuggets. Well, let's make a few silver nuggets so I can make a silver ring. And check that recipe out. Yep, there we go. And then we've got pauldrons as well. Pretty cool, I suppose. What did they need? Iron nuggets. And what was the vambraces? Vambraces also needed an iron nugget. Okay, so we got nuggets of iron. Let's get one set of 9. That should do us for both recipes. Yeah. Do I need 2 pauldrons? Do I need 2 pauldrons? No, it looks like you only wear 1 pauldron. Okay. I thought you were supposed to wear 2 pauldrons, to be honest, and 2 vambraces, but there we go. Who am I to complain? Right, so we got those on. So let's put pauldrons on. They should go onto the shoulders, if I'm correct. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, they do make it stand out a little bit better over the armor. That's pretty cool. I like that. Put the belt on. That's the belt slot. Yes, and the belt's giving me gloves. What? Yeah, the belt gave me gloves instead of belt. Okay, let's take this off and this off. Put the belt on again. Give me that. Ah, it gives me belt and gloves at the same time, look. Okay. But when you're wearing the actual armour, you don't see the belt, you see the gloves. Still, it's pretty cool looking. I like the little extra bit of detail it gives you. And then we've got the rings, which I can't see these rings doing anything for me. I'll put some rings on. Still got this control right click to link this in chat. Not sure about linking it. I don't know why I would. I'll test that out though. Yeah, and I can also get my knapsack and a pendant of some kind. But that's all there is on this lot. And it didn't really give me any extra bonuses on any of these. I didn't think I got any level of hit points of Viz discount. I haven't gained anything from it. But I do look cool, don't I? I do look a bit cool. Okay. Well, let's see if we can put a couple of levels on them and see if they can be enchanted. Because if you can carry multiple enchantments because of the items, then that will be very, very cool. And what the hell? Oh, okay. I had a breakout. Fine. Somebody broke the block that was there. I did have glowstone there for a bit, and now I'm regretting that. Okay, at least they didn't come out and get us again while we're busy. There's always the little spots like that. There's always one thing somewhere that makes us unhappy overall. Yeah, you will die. Yep, die. Okay. Right, let's see. Let's go down and have a look. I need to take all these things off again now. Let's take these off. Right, so... Can I enchant the rings? No. Can I enchant that ring? No. Can I enchant the pauldron? Vambrace? No. Belt? No. Pauldron? No. Can't enchant. Okay. So what about linking them in chat then? Does that do anything? Control right click. And that just linked it in chat? Maybe. Well, it doesn't say link it anymore, does it? Control right click to link it in chat. Oh, there we go. Nemsun shows item van braces. Okay. Nemsun shows item gold. Nemsun shows item silver. Yeah, okay. So I'm linking them in chat. Yeah, I've linked all those things in chat. And I look awesome. But what does it actually do for me? And what is that zombie doing over there? Oh my word. I have got problems with my lighting up. Hey you, what are you doing in here? Why are you in here? Get out of my face. What made you come in here? Have you got somewhere that you're breaking down? Have you broken down one of these? There's always this glowstone here gets broken down. I think they can reach it from in there nearly. Okay. Well, I don't know why that happened, but I've got to go around and light things up again. This has been happening all day, stuff like this. All day, I tell you, all day. But I've been working over here mostly, so nothing's happening too bad. They just despawn again. But they must have broken a torch somewhere down the line. I've got a spider over there somewhere, or somebody over there has escaped. Wonder where they've come from. My word, the mobs in this coming to get me again. Who are you? Where are you? I'm right underneath you now, or right over the top of you now. Or right underneath you. I don't think you're up there. That's happened. That's been and gone and come back again. Come on, come on. I can fix this. Who are you? Mithra. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your mod, but now go away and leave me to my skyblock in peace. Thank you very much. Okay, right. Well, game's getting on. Day's getting on. I've tried out this Traveller's gear. Leave me some comments below to let me know what's going on. And I'm going to do a bit of crafting, and then we're going to do something else. Test out experimental. Alrighty, I've made the parts, putting it together. Some of you are not going to like this. Others will think, oh, why did you do that? And give me ideas in the comments below. Thank you very much. Give me ideas in the comments below. It's fine. I've just used a few materials that I've got available, readily available to me right now. As you know, the cobalt and that is a bit shy at the minute. I can always upgrade this in the future. But I saw this as being a decent way to start out. So we're doing an 11 plus damage, reinforced 3. That's pretty good. And a lot of durability. Effective durability 1627. Chance to be head 20%. I've got a 20% chance of getting head. there's a 20% chance that Nemsun will get head today. I've also got my essence drum with a liquid transfer node. I put a grinder in there, but I don't really know why I put a grinder in there. And I've got a safari net with a skeleton in it. Yeah. Now, what I want to do is I want to go into the nether and spawn these skeletons in the nether. Because I think that's a little bit of a thing. Instead of using the witch water, which I could have done, I can do this instead. Oh man, I forgot the ladders. I knew there was going to be something. I was going to put some ladders there. Let's ladder up with, well, this instead. This could be dangerous. This is like run number 1, trial run number 1. And I'm not expecting miracles from this. Can I put that there and have this? Oh, I'm gonna need this on the bottom of it as well, though. Dang it! Oh, God. I'm so prepared. I'm so prepared. I just want to make sure it works, and then if it works, I can finalize the design a little bit better and make it work even better. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go. Right, so that's got power. Yes, good. Okay. And now, break you. Thank you. Okay, and I'm coming out this way again. Oh, my days. This is just a little simple setup. I'd keep saying this is a little simple setup. Okay, they're going to fall into here and I'm going to kill them over the edge and then see what happens. But there is a chance that they'll spawn up here somewhere, so I also have to be careful of that. But what I want to do first is get... oh, there it is. try and get this to feed into that like that, and take this out, and put the tank on there like that. Accessibility to this device, to be able to put in the spawner, is important to me. Because they can spawn in the areas directly below it, that gives me an interesting situation that I've got to be very careful of. That they can spawn up here. And I don't want them spawning up here, I want them spawning down there. So hopefully this is not going to allow them to spawn up here. Hopefully. But I got a little bit of a space anyway. And they're fully trapped in with a 2.5 block area that they can't get out of. If at all they can. We may get stuck with skeletons. Actual proper skeletons here. Let's see. Do some spawning. It should be okay. It should be doing the work. Okay. Yep. Wither skeletons. Proper wither skeletons as well. Yep. There's an actual skeleton. Oh, he was a one shot though. Yeah, they're one shot with this. Okay, that wasn't quite a one shot. Oh man, he's got a thing on his head. I don't know why he's got a thing on his head. But I don't see any head. Oh yeah, there is. There was a head down there. Awesome. There's a wither head. Okay, wither, come on down. Right, so there's proof of concept. Okay, that's the first thing. Proof of concept was my first ideal. Making sure that that works. I've got other ideas for a permanent structure that I want to do. I've got ideas for a permanent solution, which involves having tesseracts. So I'm going to get on with that next episode, I think, because we're nearly out of time today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, I'm gonna get myself at least one nether star. I should think this is a proper, yeah, it's a proper Minecraft with a skeleton skull. Nothing unspecial about it. Uses of it, yeah, it's involved in making nether stars and things. Awesome. It's got a few other cool things as well. That yeah, okay. Soul corruption reader. Okay. Make a zombie head. Awesome. Make a skeleton head. Awesome. Just what I want to see. And put it in a blood altar for a corruption catalyst. Ooh. But nether stars. That's the thing that I want to get to pretty soon. But I think with this, I want to use Tesseract. I want to get a Tesseract in and be able to turn the Tesseract on and off and stuff like that. So next episode, I think I'm going to be automating some thermal expansion, Tesseracts, and getting on with that side of things so that we can progress. So, in the comments below, once you've hit that like button, can you let me know what happens with this Traveller's Gear? I believe it's probably got something to do with Thorncraft and some sort of infusion enchanting in Thorncraft. But let me know if any of it's any good, because from NEI, it's showing me that you can infuse them, but it doesn't really tell me much about what I'm getting for it, whether it's worth the effort or not. So let me know. Also, upgrading the cleaver. Obviously, metals that I don't have the availability of right now are out of the question, but it gives me an idea of something to look for in the future. And last time you guys gave me a lot of good comments about what I should do to upgrade my pick of tiers. So if you can do the same with the cleaver, just give me your suggestions. I might not take them straight away. I might not need to upgrade it straight away. As you can see, I got one with the head, and we only spawned about 5 with the skeletons. So it's okay for what I need it to do right now. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Goodbye.